What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap. That's the new move. Where I'm from.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football.
Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards on that play. And that will be a first down.
The 42-yard line.
Man who played collegiately over in Columbus, Quinshawn Judkins. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, ThunderBirds.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Automatic first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Judkins. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Second and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Hut up.
Judkins. Touchdown.
When things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll bring it up to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win. They just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
Right, first down and much more. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
12.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Brown. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Here's Brown. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
11, Thomas.
4.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Bengals first down.
12.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Brown. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's get set.
Tight end going in motion here. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 12th touchdown of the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and
The ThunderBirds offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And they love to find different ways to get him to football. Look there. He comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Third and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They'll look to pick up the pace.
It's a gain of 10. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
That penalty is declined.
Throwing now on third and long. Going deep downfield for Judy.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. We'll see how much run he gets here in the final weekend as he comes into play, the NFL's leader in receptions.
180. Playing hot.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Awesome.
Let's check on the call.
Still first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. Well, with the penalty yardage back here, pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10.
Second down at the 21-yard line.
11 MT.
A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
42.
Burrow here on second down. He'll get that to his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. Gun.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the
Right, 80.
43-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he'll take this one in. Team Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line.
11.
Brown, sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. For Brooklyn, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. That's the score. He'll pick this one away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The ThunderBirds offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7. As they'll come up for first and 10. Time starts with a run by Judkins. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We get this to about midfield. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just wouldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Hill looks to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, ThunderBirds.
He'll drop to throw. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Flushed to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll look to throw yet again. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma City.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and the Thunderbirds will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll return this from the 10. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down, Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Right 80. Right 80.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That pickup good for 29 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, can.
Burrow. Swing this one out to White. Real clean. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
On one, ready?
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, Burrow. He'll find his running back, White. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
On one, ready?
That's good for the Bengals. First down. First and goal at the
To throw is Burrow. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. 7 seconds, all that remains till halftime. And the kick is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
A penalty is declined.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. All right, Mike, thanks very much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. And it's Tua. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Jets. And here's the Jets wideout in style. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note. He comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still first down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Right in.
Now, Burrow. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get back to all his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Motion man is the tight end going right. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
42.
Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That is caught, and he's out of bounds. Couple of yards short of the marker, so decision to make here as it's fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The ThunderBirds offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. It's up and through. And the Bengals have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The ThunderBirds offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time. Back to throw. Left side, he's got the Njoku. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20.
At the 35-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. And that will be a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Greg Delpin up to make the play. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw is Burrow. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And a bingo.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
On 1, ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go, here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. First down throw for Burrow. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal.
11, MT, take!
Back to the ground after the penalty. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
11, Thomas!
They'll set up the screen to White.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
That one, taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now, after the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The ThunderBirds offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Down the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him at the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
Oklahoma City, first down.
Let's go. Nice.
Throwing now on first and 10. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. From 29. Here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
He'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield. In the area of holding.
Still second down.
They'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. This one caught at the 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, ThunderBirds. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the ThunderBirds back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
11, 11,
From
11,
the 35, 11. It's first and 10.
11, 11, 11. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Bengals will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now an opening has the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. It is a touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
The extra point is good, and the ThunderBirds are able to cut the deficit to 10.
ThunderBirds 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
11 mighty! 11 mighty!
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still first down.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT.
They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. That's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still 2nd down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's White. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
11. 11 Thomas.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4.
11 MT.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Thomas.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll find his running back, White. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
11 MT.
Here's 2nd and 6.
11 MT.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at corner of the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. McLaughlin put on the extra point. And the Bengals are going to extend their lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The ThunderBirds offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come out throwing here to start. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line. We'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Shamar Stewart getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the